Hi, I'm Jim Meyer. I'm a retired pastor in the ELCA, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. And in my collection of In Times Long Ago, I'd like to share with you the story entitled The Bullet by James P. Meyer. And this is Clarence's story. When I was about 3 years old, I was being given a ride in a little red wagon by my older brother. Suddenly, something struck my head and knocked me out of the wagon. I thought my brother had hit me with a dirt clod or something. It was a .22 bullet from a rifle. Some boys were out hunting and shot at something. The bullet struck a spike on our house and ricocheted off, striking me on the side of my head close to my eye. My mother took me to the doctor. He said the bullet was too close to the nerve of the eye and wouldn't remove it. I lived with that bullet for 12 years. One afternoon, I was working with the threshing crew, loading bundles, and one of the men offered to remove the bullet. I said, "Go right to it." So he took a sharp penknife, made a small slit, and the bullet popped out. I kept this bullet for many years as evidence. Now there's just a small scar to prove that this is a true story. The end. I wonder what his brother thought when Clarence fell out of the wagon. I wonder what his mother felt when she first saw him bleeding from the head. I wonder if Clarence's brother ever threw dirt clods at Clarence in the past. I wonder why it is that with things seem to work out. Is there a lesson here? I wonder why Clarence felt he had to have proof of his story while carrying the bullet his whole life long, either in his head or in his wallet. I wonder what scars you have that you carry as trophies. And now our family room reflection. They came to Jericho. As he and his disciples and a large crowd were leaving Jericho, Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, a blind beggar, was sitting by the roadside. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout out and say, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." Many sternly ordered him to be quiet, but he cried out even more loudly, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stood still and said, "Call him here." And they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take heart, get up, he's calling for you." So throwing off his cloak, he sprang up and came to Jesus. Then Jesus said to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man said to him, "My teacher, let me see again." Jesus said to him, "Go, your faith has made you well." Immediately he regained his sight and followed him on the way. From the Gospel of St. Mark, chapter 10, verses 46 through 52. And now our recollection. After living 12 years with the threat of what the bullet could do if it moved in his head, Clarence's co-worker offered to take the bullet out with his knife. Clarence said, "Go ahead," and the bullet popped right out. Jesus asked the blind man, "What do you want me to do for you?" And the blind man said, "Let me see again." And Jesus healed him, making him see again. Where are you in these stories? What has God done for you, either personally or through another? Tell your story.